Hello. Let's get started in a comfortable seat. Grounding down, sitting tall, closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in, open your mouth and let it go. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back and down. Really feeling everything touching the mat, grounding down, feeling heavy, and feeling the heart lifted, hands resting on the knees. Doing a body scan here, just noticing, no judging. We're going to begin to come into our breath. Taking a deep breath in from the belly all the way up to the collarbones. Finding a slight pause at the top and exhaling out all the way down to the belly. Inhaling, pause, exhaling. Inhaling, pause, exhaling. And continuing this steady rhythm, working on inhaling to the count of 4, finding the pause, and exhaling to the count of 4. This time I invite you to create an intention set up in the form of an I am statement. Creating a positive mantra for our practice today. I've been working with patience. So every inhale I say I am, and as I exhale, I'm patient. This time of season is busy, and so maybe it is I am peaceful, enough, kind, generous. Whatever quality you really want to gain more of, say it in the present tense. It's a great way to stay with our breath and give our mind something to focus on throughout practice. Repeating it to ourselves 3 more times here, staying slow and steady in that breath. Bringing our arms down by our sides, sweeping them up. And as we exhale, bringing our hands to our heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Inhale, the eyes open, lift the hands, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, left hand to your right knee, right hand behind. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to twist more. Inhaling back up to center. As you exhale, twist the other way. Breath in to lengthen, exhale and twist. Back up to center and coming forward, letting the hands loosely fall, rounding the back, tucking the chin. And coming back upright, making your way to tabletop position. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees right under the hips, spreading the fingers wide, creating a firm foundation. Next, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow. And exhale, rounding, tucking the tailbone. Inhale for cow. And exhale, tucking and rounding. Continuing with your breath. Opening up the spine. Creating this moving meditation. Feeling free to add any other movements. Maybe side to side. You can kind of wiggle the tailbone. About 2 more breaths here. And finding a long neutral spine afterwards. Belly's engaged. Sending the right leg back, keeping the toes on the earth, straightening the leg, keeping the hips square. So I'm going to move up. I might have to adjust my mat. Looking at the camera now. Okay. Leg long. Now reaching our left arm long, keeping the right foot on the ground. Really push back through, keeping that leg engaged, engaging the belly. And now lifting up the right leg, really active, flexing into the foot. Take a big breath in, reach long. As you exhale, left arm goes out, right leg goes out to the side. Inhaling back long, exhale to the side. Inhaling long, and exhale to the side. One more time long. And back to tabletop. And dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, and exhaling, rounding, tucking the chin. And drop the belly, lift the gaze one more time, and exhale and round. Finding that flat back. Sending the left leg long. Toes on the earth, sending the heel back, waking up the calf. Engaging the front part of the leg though, so the quad is working too. Reaching the right fingertips forward, thumb is facing the air. Long line of energy, keeping that leg active. And now float up the left leg. Strong in that foot, reaching long. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, out to the side, toes forward. Reach long. Exhale out. Inhale long. Exhale out. Back to center and to tabletop. Dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, rounding, tucking the chin. One more time, drop the belly, lift the gaze. This time, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. And taking some time here to bend into your legs, wiggle from side to side, whatever kind of movement you need to get out before you find a little stillness. Of our hands pushing firmly into the mat, hips are up towards the sky, arms are active, heart is sinking forward. If your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees, shooting the hips up a little higher. Begin to find that stillness. Looking towards the hands, making your way up towards the top of your mat for ragdoll. Feet hip distance apart, torso is heavy, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Yogi's choice. You can sway side to side, or you can just find some stillness, letting your shoulders, your head, all be heavy. If there's anything that is you're holding on to, now is the time to let it go. Staying with that Ujjayi breath, slow and steady. And shake that head, yes. Shake it, no. Release the elbows, finding a halfway lift, long spine, folding forward. Halfway lift, long spine, and fold. Sweeping up to stand, reaching the arms up. And Tadasana, arms down by our side. Mountain pose, firm in our feet, lifting the kneecaps, engaging the glutes, dropping the tailbone down, opening the heart space, lifting the crown of the head. Very active, breathing. Inhale the arms up and fold forward. Halfway lift and fold. Sweeping up to stand, reaching up high, folding forward. Halfway lift and fold, sweeping up to stand. And folding back down. Halfway lift, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Holding here, engaging, finding that Tadasana. Engage the legs, engage the glutes, the belly. Push firmly into the hands so our back is activated. The crown of the head is pulling forward, gaze is forward. If you really ignite the legs, it takes weight off the wrists. One more big breath in. Rock forward, lower all the way down to the belly. Pushing into the tops of the feet, making them very active. So much that maybe the kneecaps lift. We're going to bring our hands outside our mat, tenting the fingers, and pull the elbows forward. So just staying here, breathing here, feeling that underneath the shoulders. Elbows pulling forward, the legs are still activated, really pushing down, long body. Keep the elbows, keep the legs. Inhale the chest and chin up. So you exhale, drop the right ear, right shoulder. Inhale up, drop the left ear, left shoulder. Back to center. One more time to the right. Back upright to the left. Back to center. Push firmly into the feet. Engage the belly. Get light in those fingertips. Maybe float them up. Inhale, lift up. Hands back by the chest. Forehead comes down. Let's curl the toes under. Squeeze the elbows in towards the chest. Now lift up the legs. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the head down. Lift the booty up. Squeeze that belly in. Next inhale. Push up to high plank. Downward facing dog. Coming back to that breath. One more big breath in. Exhale it out. Look towards your hands. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Sweep the arms upright. And fold. Halfway lift. Step back to high plank and pause. Finding this firm body. So heels are back, legs are working, crown of the head forward. Big breath in. As you exhale, right hip dips. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Back to center one more time. Right, inhale, left, inhale forward, and lower all the way to the belly again. Pushing firmly into the feet, elbows back by your ribs. Inhaling up. Keep squeezing the elbows back. Lift up the right hand. Reach it forward. Keep pushing into the feet. Lift up the left hand. Reach it forward. Keep pushing into the feet. Inhale. Hands back by our chest. Forehead down. Curl the toes under. Engage the legs. Lift the booty. Engage the core. Inhale. High plank. Downward facing dog. One more big breath in. Exhale it out. Look forward. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Sweeping up to stand. Reaching up high. Hands to our heart. Inhale. Chair pose. Sinking the hips down. Inhale through the fingers. And fold. Halfway lift, high plank, and pause. Find that firm body. Inhale to the right. Back to center, to the left. Back to center, to the right. And center, to the left. And center, rock forward, lower halfway. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Send the right leg high to the sky, flexing into the foot, toes are down. Big breath in. As you exhale, knee to your nose. Back up high, knee to your nose, back up high. Step through for low lunge. So finding stable base. Knee on top of the ankle, back leg is strong, heart and head are reaching forward. Long line in the back, hips are sinking down. Plant the left hand, reach the right arm to the sky, twisting open from the belly. Keep squeezing the right knee in towards the midline, shoulders stacking on top of one another. Breath in. And we're going to ground that back foot. Grab onto the toe or foot, and we're going to transition into side plank. You're going to let go of your foot, extend long. Big breath in. High plank to downward facing dog. Left leg goes high to the sky. Exhale, knee to your nose. Back up high. Knee to your nose. Back up high. And planting it down for that runner's lunge. So again, finding the base, starting with the feet, making sure you have strong legs. Planting the right hand down, twisting open towards the left. Squeezing the left knee in towards the midline. Long body. We're going to start to drop that back heel down. You can grab onto the ankle or your foot or your toe. Maybe you stop like that. Open up to side plank. Big breath in. And high plank. Downward facing dog. Back to that breath. Back to your intention. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale back, downward dog. High plank, down dog. One more time. High plank, down dog. Big breath in. Empty it out, look towards the hands, jump. Halfway lift. Fold forward, chair pose. Sink the hips, lift the arms. Sink a little lower. Reach up, Tadasana. Sweep up, chair. Inhale, and fold forward. Halfway lift, Chaturanga, high to low. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Right leg high to the sky. Steps through, warrior one. Sweeping up, squaring the hips forward, arms and chest are forward. Strong back leg, pushing in through the pinky side of that left foot, twisting the hips forward. Breath in, reach up, hinge forward, keeping the legs where they are. Inhaling up, hinging forward, belly's engaged, flat back. Reaching up, hinging forward, reaching, getting light in the back leg, warrior three. Airplane, lift the chest a little bit, strong back foot. Bending into that standing leg, warrior two. Opening up the hips, relaxing the shoulders down, sinking into that front knee. Three I am statements. Slowing your heart rate, relaxing the shoulders, reaching long through the fingers. Flip the front palm, reverse, straightening that front leg, keep reaching back, coming forward for triangle, reaching forward first before you come down. Stacking shoulder on top of shoulder, hip on top of hip. Long in the side body, the underneath body. So maybe come up a little bit. And breathing. Back up to warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, and cartwheeling the arms down. Stepping back, high plank, lower down, upward facing, downward facing dog. Left leg goes high to the sky. Step forward for warrior one. Sweeping up, sinking down. So again, finding that strong back leg, pushing into the pinky side of that right foot. Twist the hips forward. Arms are reaching up. Breathe in. And hinge forward. Stretching up and hinging forward. Reaching up. Hinging forward. Getting light. Warrior three. Active in that right leg. Airplane. Lift the chest a little bit. Finding a little up dog. Toes come down. Hip comes down. Bending into the standing leg, warrior two. Adjusting the feet, hips and shoulders facing towards the side. Arms out long, relaxing the shoulders. Slow the breath down. 3 I am statements. Flipping the front palm, reverse. And straightening that leg, keep reaching back and hinging forward for triangle. Reach far forward and open up. Inhale back up to warrior two. Reverse. Then cartwheel the arms down. Flow back to downward facing dog. One more. Full breath in. Emptying it out, looking towards your hands, and jump. Halfway left. Fold forward. Chair pose, sinking the hips, lifting the arms. Sink down, breathe in. Sink down, breathe in. Hinge forward, arms long. We're going to lower down for boat pose. Lowering down, lifting up. Flexing into the feet, chest is lifted. Breath in, lift the arms. Hover down, low boat. Inhale up, low boat. Inhale up, low boat. One more time. Lifting up, lowering down. Hold here. Scissor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Relaxing the low back. Planting the feet down, setting up for bridge pose. So heels are right behind your glutes. Feet are hip width apart. Arms are down by your side. Next inhale, push firmly into the feet. Lift your hips. Now tuck under your arms and your shoulders so you can lift the thoracic spine. Breathing. Belly's engaged. Knees are working forward so the quads are engaged. Room for the chin so you can breathe. One more inhale, lift the hips. And slowly lowering down one vertebra at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Feet go wide. And just let the knees come together. Relaxing the low back. And setting up, feet right behind your hips. Arms down by your side. One more, pushing up. Tucking the arms under. Engage engaging the glutes, lifting the hips, using the upper arms, breathing. Maybe lift up the right leg, point the toe, lower back down. Lifting up the left leg, lowering down. Lifting up both, coming up on the toes, and slowly lowering down. Feet come together, knees go wide. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And 5 I am statements. Slowing your breath down. Bringing our hands outside of our legs and helping our knees back together and drawing them in towards our chest. Rocking side to side, whatever feels good on that low back. And we're going to begin to rock forward and backward. So we can come up to seated, actually, so we can come up and crisscross through to downward facing dog. You can step back to high plank and flow if you want. Upward and downward. Right leg high to the sky. Let's bend the knee, open up the hip. Keep that foot flexed. Keep pushing firmly into your hands. Sending the leg long, squaring off the hips, breath in, lift the heel, and pull forward, knee to nose. Back up high, and knee to the right tricep. Back up high, knee to the left. Back up high, pigeon pose. So lowering the knee down, sending the left leg back long, keeping the curls toed under, and adjusting first. Staying upright and trying to adjust the hips, taking a little bit of time to steady them down. Looking back at that back leg, making sure it's coming straight back. Take a breath and lift up. As you exhale, hinging down, coming down, relaxing. Sending your breath to that tight area in your hip. Every breath in, imagine that light coming in your nose, down your body, to the hip. And as you exhale, it relaxes and releases. Inhale that light to the hip. Exhale, release it. Relaxing the shoulders. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Settling in. And coming back to that I am statement if your mind starts to wander. About 5 more deep breaths here. Begin to push back upright. You're going to curl those back toes under, and you're going to straighten this right leg out towards the left for falling triangle. Lifting that left arm, pushing the hips up, and staying here. Or as you breathe in, and then you exhale, you're going to dip the hips. Inhaling up, exhale down. Inhale up, one more time. Exhale down. Lower the hips to the earth. We're going to come into deer pose from here. I'm going to rotate so I'm not facing my back to you. So you want that right leg parallel to the front. And we want this left hip darting out as straight out to the left as we can, flexing into this foot. And now you're naturally going to lean to the right. We're trying to come upright as much as we can. Trying to relax this hip. So again, inhaling that light down to the hip and relaxing it as you exhale. Maybe closing your eyes and trying to relax the hip as much as possible. And leaning back onto your hands. Just kind of windshield wiper your legs side to side. And downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Lower down. Upward facing. Back to downward facing dog. Left leg goes high to the sky. Knee to nose. Back up high. Right, or knee to upper tricep. Back up high. Twist it out. Back up high. Bend the foot, or bend the knee, open up the hip. Flexing into the foot. Sending the arm or leg long, squaring the hips off in pigeon pose. Knee to the wrist, keeping the right toes curled under so that you can get in. So honoring the difference. This hip is definitely tighter on me. I'm just going to use my breath to settle in, trying to square the hips off. And breath in to lengthen. And as you're ready, hinging forward. Long spine here. Trying to settle in. Come back to that breath. Trying not to make this side look the same. Just breathing into it. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Come back to that breath. Sending the inhales, the white light, down to the hip. Relaxing it as you exhale. And staying with that steady breath, telling your body and mind that you can relax in this pose, in this posture. About 3 more breaths here. Again, to make your way back upright to straight arms. Curling the back toes under and sending that leg straight out to the right for fallen triangle. Lifting the hips. Maybe you stay here or breathe in, lift up, and exhale, lower. Inhale up, exhale, lower, back up, lower down, lowering all the way down. And finding that deer pose. So I'm going to twist again. So leg is parallel to the top. This right hip is coming straight out. And again, we're just working on sitting upright as much as we can. And closing our eyes and trying to relax this right hip. Trying to let it be heavy. Leaning back on our hands and windshield wipering our legs from side to side. Moving back to facing forward, bringing our feet together, knees wide, scooching the hips in. You're gonna open up your feet like they were a book and sit up tall. So maybe it's here, you just work on sitting tall, belly engaged, or you can hinge a little bit, bring the elbows to the knees, sit tall again. Heart is coming forward. And then just tuck the chin. Breathing. Coming back upright. Helping the knees together. We're actually going to scooch back so we can sit with our legs long. Dandasana, staff pose. So hands down by our side, rolling the shoulders back. Belly's engaged, legs engaged. Crown of the head is lifted. Whole body is working here. Strong, active breathing. One more. Inhale. And relax on the exhale. Inhale the arms up. Engage the belly. Engage the legs. Exhale. Hinge forward. Hands drop down. Inhale long. Belly engaged. Heart is coming forward. Shoulders drop down. And then hinge and fold. Tucking the chin. Inhale the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, fold a little bit more. Keep the legs active, belly active. And lifting back up. Planting the hands back behind you, fingertips facing towards the feet. Bending in, we're going to lift up for reverse table. Breath in here. As you exhale, lower and straighten the legs, send the booty through. Inhaling up, coming down, lowering through. One more time. Inhaling up, lowering through. Keep the bottom lifted, flex the legs. See if you can lift them up. 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Let's send the right leg long, left leg in. Twisting the torso towards the right. Inhaling the arms up and hinging forward. Again, inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, relax and tuck the chin. Back up to center. Bringing this right leg straight out in front. Crossing the left foot over. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, twisting open. Left hand behind, trying to get that right shoulder and left knee to kiss. Sitting up tall. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Coming back to center, finding the opposite twist. Back to center, and switch legs. Left leg long, right leg in. Twisting the torso to the left. Inhale up, and exhale, hinge forward. Inhaling long, relaxing the shoulders from the ears, and exhale, drop forward, tuck the chin. Inhaling back upright, straightening out the left leg in front, bringing that right foot over, sitting up tall, right arm behind you, sit up tall, exhale, twist, trying to bring that right knee towards the left shoulder. twisting from the midline. And one more inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Coming back to center, opening up the other way. Back to center, both legs long. Shake them out a little. Let's reach the arms forward, sit up tall. Slowly start to lower down till we get to that low boat. Hover the legs up, hollow body, relax the shoulders, squeeze in. 3, 2, 1, knees in towards your chest. You can grab your black, place it underneath your sacrum for waterfall. I'm going to do shoulder stand to plow to deaf man's pose for our inversion. Or like I said, waterfall, or you can do headstand, whatever else you would like to do. So for shoulder stand, I think it's easier to come in from plow. So I'm going to bring my legs up over my head, engage my belly so that my hips are stacked right on top of my shoulders. Hands at the low back, elbows are working in towards one another. And then I can extend my legs long, leaving room to breathe from chin to chest. So working on the hips, coming right up over the shoulders, long legs. Room to breathe. Chin is away from the chest. 6 I am statements here. If you're in waterfall, you just stay where you are. If you're in shoulder stand, we're going to start to keep the belly engaged, hips stacked high. Start to lower back down to plow. Keep squeezing that belly, keep the hips high. Coming back to plow. If you feel stable, you can maybe extend the arms out, keeping the hips high over the shoulders, keep the belly engaged, protecting the neck. Now start to bend the legs, bringing the knees close to the head. If you can get close to the head, you squeeze the knees together, pulling the head forward. And now is trying to keep the thighs close to the belly. You're trying to keep them glued together. Keep the thighs glued to the belly as you slowly start to lower. If you are in waterfall, start to lower your legs down. If it's okay on your back, keep the block there. If you are just in shoulder stand, we're going to come to fish pose. So legs long out. Arms down by your side, push up onto your forearms. Take a breath in, puff up the chest, pushing it up, chin back in towards the chest, and then let the neck drop back. Big breath in, open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Lion's breath. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Tucking the chin back in, start to lower back down. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side if you'd like. Bring the arms out to a T and just let your knees drop over towards the right. Bringing your gaze over towards the left. Inhaling back to center. Drop the knees over to the other side. Gaze comes over. Back to center. Squeezing it in, bringing your nose up towards your knee, making yourself a little ball. Big breath in. And as you exhale, open up for Shavasana. One more inhale. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Melt into your mat. Close your eyes. Come back to your natural breath. Begin to start to deepen your breath again. Making some movements back into your body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles, and bending into your legs and making your way to your favorite side. Position of rebirth, honoring yourself here, being proud of your body and what it was able to do. Repeat that I am statement 3 more times to yourself. Using your arms to push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall. Eyes are closed. Bringing our hands to our heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Opening your mouth, letting it go. The light in me honors and respects that same light that shines bright in each and every one of you. We raise our thumbs to our forehead center out of respect for one another and this ancient practice. Together we bow and say, Namaste. I'm grateful for you joining me today. Hope to see you soon.